So another Google AdSense account is banned for supposedly lewd content. Now I'm going to link you to the guy that wrote about this below and about how his AdSense was disabled because they considered sculptures with women having their titties out to be lewd content. This was not even provocative artwork. Remember, this comes from ancient Rome, Greece, things like that. They were very big on sex. Guess what? Modern Western civilization is even more sexual than ancient Rome. So you can't go and claim lewd acts. That's ridiculous. But then again, the entire marketplace is ridiculous. Google is ridiculous. And anyone who backs up moderator logic is utmost ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to link to it below, and you can see just how despicable all of this really is. They just wanted him gone because Xylee, I don't know a whole lot about him, but from what I do know, he does not take any crap. He's a bigwig programmer, and he is not on friendly terms with any of the elite that run the internet. Google, Wikipedia, things like that. So, they just wanted any excuse in the world to shut him down. And while this is art, this is authentically art, this exists somewhere in the world and is displayed and is educational, parents would take their children to go see this. They are accusing him of lewd content, not only thus denying him the pay that they owe for his hard work, but also just slanderizing him, saying that, oh, well, you post a lewd pic, so we're going to essentially fire you. If Xylee wanted to, he could take this to court and sue Google for libel, because that's what this is. It's libel. And the only reason more people don't do that against Google, even though Google does it to many people, not just this guy, is because people are scared of Google, because Google is huge. And to all the people out there that think we live in some kind of free marketplace, where, if somebody screws us over, oh, let's just waltz all on over to somewhere else to get screwed over again. It doesn't work that way. Even if it did work that way, why should they get away with this? Why should they get away with conning people, scamming people out of their labor, and libeling people instead of just doing what the fuck they were supposed to do? They are supposedly running a business. They pay people to keep up that business, to maintain it, to keep them at the level they're at. But that's not good enough for Google. Google wants to take your work, then turn around and stab you in the back so that they don't have to pay you a fucking dime. And they should go to jail for that. Simple as that. But two, even if such a free market does existed, which it doesn't and never could, even if supposedly the government just didn't intervene at all, it's just fucking insane. It's fucking insane. All the excuses these fucking moderator psychopaths give to these evil son of a bitch corporations and have no compassion for their fellow man. No remorse for the people that are in the same position they're in. No love for their own class of people, but love the rich. They love the rich and powerful no matter what they do to whoever. They could fucking put a bullet to their own mother's head and they would think that their mother had it coming. That's the kind of world we live in today. And it just sickens me. It sickens me that you honestly think that you just have somewhere else to go. There is nowhere else to go. Google owns pretty much the entire internet. Whatever Google doesn't control outright, Google indirectly controls via the fact it's so gigantic that really nowhere else on the internet can do its thing without on some level getting permission through Google. Google is a monopoly. It is an even greater monopoly than Microsoft was 20 years ago. And even after Microsoft was intervened by the government, it is still very much a monopoly. It is still very much a monolithic institution that needs to be discarded. But who's going to do it? The people are not willing to stand up for themselves and do it. The government's not going to do it on their own. They have to be motivated by the people. Everybody loves to bitch about the government, but the government is the extension of the people. If the people are bad, the government's going to be bad. So stop blaming the government. Either blame the very institution screwing you over, or blame yourself, because it is you that has made the government ambivalent towards your problems. The government is representing you. It never doesn't represent you. It is simply representing what you are today, and that is an evil son of a bitch. You can't expect the government to be morally superior to the people being governed. So get up, do something, stand up for yourself, have some kind of integrity, and then your government will as well. Your government will react to the way you are. If you are a good person, you will have a good government. But that won't necessarily stop corporations from being bad people because corporations are people, not just legally, but they are ran by individual people. And individual people have the choice to be good or evil. And because of the nature of capitalism, because of the nature of wanting to make more money and win, they're going to be evil. They are motivated by evil. That's how they succeed. So, if you know this, if you know that no matter what, at the end of the day, in order to be a capital owner, you're going to have to be evil in some regard. If you know that these people act independently of the law, then you owe it to yourself to organize, you owe it to yourself to have moral integrity, and you owe it to yourself to get your government involved and fucking do something about Google and Facebook and YouTube and Wikipedia or what the fuck ever. That's what they exist for. That's what they're there to do, to regulate morality so that people don't harm you, so that people don't take away your rights, so that people don't con and scam you and murder you. That's what government exists for. If you're an anarchist and you honestly want to believe that the state can't do anything good, that's fine. I'll disagree with you, but I'll respect your opinion. However, you cannot deny that we're just supposed to sit there and wait for the free market to fucking solve our problems. You cannot expect other people to be good when you can't even find a muster of decency in yourself. So, just something to think about.